Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to I'm Just Saying Morning Show on the Edge Radio Network. I am here with part of the crew. Hey, I am Vanderbilt. How you doing this
What's
morning?
happening, everybody? What's going on? How y'all doing this morning?
Of course, I'm your host, simply Dr. Neil. Follow me on Instagram. I'd like that. And also make sure that you are one of our friends with Benny's on our I'm Just Saying page. I'm Just Saying live on Facebook.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to jump right into the show that we planned for you guys today with our weekend recap. Vanderbilt, how was your weekend?
My weekend was it was pretty boring.
Really?
Yeah, it was boring. I didn't do a whole lot. As you know, I was on injured reserve with my leg.
Okay.
So I just took that time to really tighten up some business stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
No problem with that.
Yeah.
I had also decided that since I didn't have any major plans for the weekend, that I would chill a little bit, with friends and family at the house.
What?
But, sometimes my weekends get a little hinky. It doesn't matter what I ask for in the way of rest and relaxation.
You just can't get it.
It's always something. We had the I'm Just Saying photo shoot, y'all. We cannot wait to show you these pictures. We are missing one, but it's okay. We're going to pop him in there anyway. Look, we're going to find a way to pop him in there.
Watch.
We were making decisions on T-shirts and all of that kind of stuff over the course of the weekend.
Yeah.
But my family and I, we chilled. I barbecued this weekend because the weather was absolutely beautiful here in Houston, ladies and gentlemen. This weekend was beautiful.
It's gorgeous outside right now.
That breeze coming through. Ooh. I love fall. You know what I'm saying? So I did have a really good weekend. I wound up going out to 5 Central for the first time, I told you.
Yes, you did.
I told you that on Friday.
Yes.
That was my very first time. Ladies and gentlemen, the dance area was a little packed for my liking, you know me. But I like to sample food, so I tried something new at Prospect. I tried one of their baked potatoes.
Okay.
With the meat and the mushrooms and the.
Did you like it?
Woo! That's the best thing I've ever had on their menu.
Oh wow.
The best thing I've ever had on their menu.
Okay.
When I went over to 5 Central, I tried, and don't I know I'm not a hog. It might sound that way. But I like to eat, okay? So I have to test out everybody's food. So I got over there and I did the wings and greens plate that they have. I can't remember what the special name is for it. 5 Central. I love the way that place is decorated. I love the look of it. Cigar bar was hidden. Everybody was in there, dressed phenomenally.
That's our spot.
Yeah, they looked great. It was a fun place. So I was very happy about that. Seemed very safe. A valet car went on.
So did you like the wings and greens? Did you like it?
The wings and greens were good.
Okay.
We're gonna say good. They were the best thing probably there.
Yeah, because everybody can't do greens.
I could have took a little bit more seasoning on my chicken. I like
just a little more Cajun, more
spice on my chicken. If we're gonna do it, let's do it. I'm in the club eating chicken wings. Come on now.
Yeah.
You gotta grow.
You got to come right. You got to come right with the wings, okay? Got to come right.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So also we had the voter registration drive, Vanderbilt.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, there were so many people who came out. I'm very, very happy. I wanted to report the numbers and stuff like that. I just have not done my due diligence and gotten an exact number of people that were registered on this weekend.
Because she was barbecuing, that's why.
So much for coming out this weekend and supporting the drive. I had the opportunity to interview a visual artist by the name of Cheyenne Kajou, okay? And we had a really great time. No one would be able to tell Vanderbilt that I had just met her not even 5 minutes before we went on.
I mean, you simply Dr. Neil, so.
I had to get it in. I was very happy to have her. We were able to talk about, one of the hard-hitting topics, which is school and the funding for certain things, because they're planning on taking arts programs out of these schools. And she's a visual artist, and she was talking about the importance, even when it comes to communication. A lot of kids are not able to express their feelings when something bad is happening to them, and they use art as a tool to do that. So we had a really enlightening conversation when it came to that. Please don't pull art out of the schools. I'm not here for that. I'm just saying. In other news, let's get on
let's get down to it. Let's get to
the world news.
Let's get to it.
Let me tell you, Donald Trump right now. Because these are the things that y'all need to know to keep your morning edgy. Look, Donald Trump right now, his tax information is all over CNN. I mean, there is no one who is not talking about this man who said it was smart to only pay $750. Okay, that's somebody's check out here. You know what I'm saying?
But that's over 10 years. He's only paid $750.
Millionaire, billionaire, back again, sliding down. This man has lost so much money, you know, because he's still riding on this campaign of I'm this phenomenal businessman. Are you really? Are you really? You have lost, and let me give y'all the numbers on this, okay? You know, I had to get some specifics in here because you know the what is it? The presidential debate is this evening. Okay.
Yes, I will be
Ladies
tuned
and gentlemen,
in.
I am so happy that this fell on a date where I could tell y'all to watch this rigmarole. This is about to be a show like no other. You know, he's not going to have a crowd to be able to entertain, you know, and he plays off of a crowd very much so.
Right.
We have caught this man lying. Are people going to be telling this man that he's inaccurate, if you will, when it comes down to it in this debate tonight?
We're going to see.
Okay, so you know I got to do this. Who you rooting for, Van? Who you rooting for?
Oh,
if you want to keep it non-biased, just tell us some positives maybe on each side. What you thinking over here?
I mean, you should know who I'm rooting for. Obviously, I'm not rooting for him, and I don't mind saying it. I am definitely rooting for Biden. I definitely want to hear what Biden has to say. I hope he's not quiet and tight-lipped.
Because he does give us that sometimes.
Yeah, he does give us that, and this is not the time.
They say that he's basically the angry president. You know, that's what they say. You know, or let me not say presidential candidate.
Yeah, he's a president.
Let me fix that.
And of course, we all want to hear what, as they call him, Agent Orange.
Here's the next thing
has to say.
So Donald Trump, you know, is the king of avoidance.
Yes.
Let's just say that he likes to, you know, kind of dip and dodge, but he is making all these claims saying that he's been the best thing since sliced bread for the middle class who has been suffering during this pandemic. Let's be real. You can't get any of the stuff that the low income can get, and you can't get the monies that they're dishing out to the people that are rich. Okay?
Exactly.
So the middle class has actually been suffering throughout this, and this is, I'm building up to his tax numbers and, you know, all of this information.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we got to get there, y'all. I just got to report the facts. Don Lemon also says he's a weak president because he's hiding these things and he's being secretive about this money, right? He has lost $315.6 million just at that resort. Just at the resort. Are you listening to me, ladies and gentlemen?
So if he's lost that, if he's lost that kind of money, he's lost that kind of money, just imagine the money he's made.
Yeah.
To lose that kind of money.
And he made a national report saying that he was smart by evading taxes.
He said it shows that he's smart.
$750. $72.9 million refund is what he received 3 years ago. 72.9 million in a refund. I didn't even know refunds went that high. I thought they had a cap on it. A cap.
Evidently not for the rich.
I was digging for this information.
Evidently not for the rich.
Y'all know I like putting in a little work, and 72.9 million in a refund.
Refund.
Are you kidding me? That's your boy, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, he right. That is smart. Till everybody put you on the chopping block, and now you're having to answer and field questions during a presidential debate about your $72.9 million refund.
I just want to see the answer that he has for it. I will be tuned in tonight. I will be locked
exactly.
In.
So y'all, this is my push for it. I'm just going for the giggles, right? You know, and today I'm feeling like I'm using my real voice because I'm telling y'all, go watch this. This may very well be, well, you know what? I'm going to take that live back. The people who need to see this debate are probably the very ones who are not going to be watching, who are not going to be tuned in. I just got to click in for a little. I got to see. I got to see
I'm
this. I
definitely
got to
going.
see how he's
I'm
going to
gonna do more. I'm gonna do more than click in. I will be paying attention.
You'll be paying attention.
I'll be paying attention.
Okay, so here's the next thing. When it comes to African Americans out there voting in the percentage, we normally know that there's about 9 to 10% who are Republican anyway, right?
Right.
We were thinking that these astronomical numbers are showing up to the polls supposedly for Trump. Because I've heard several people say, as long as he keep giving us that stimulus money, I'm going to vote for him. Right?
Ridiculous.
We know they straight out the hood.
Yeah,
it's okay. We understand that there are those, and there are people who like to logically think about what is going on right now in regards to us and rebuilding. So President Trump has decided to roll out the platinum plan. Okay? Are y'all listening to me? That is it's like a black stimulus. Okay? Let me tell you, who decided to use platinum as the title? Is that so you can go buy your gold grill with it? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The platinum package. You know, we went from land and a mule to the platinum package. I'm just saying, are you kidding me? And nowhere has anybody found where this money is actually going to go. We've heard about these plans before where they're going to feed into the communities, but it never gets to the people that we feel like should get the money.
They really need it.
You know,
of course.
We had this voter registration drive. We allowed people to come in and speak, ladies and gentlemen. If you were not able to catch those, you can always go back on the Edge Radio Network, on Facebook, watch those videos, see who is in line with what you think, okay? You have to do that. You cannot not do research. We are coming up in 36 days to this election. 36.
Well, you know what I say. Be the voice, be the vote.
All right. We're using our voice. We're definitely going to participate when it comes to voting. We have done our research. And when we get back, we are going to be bringing on our special guest, Miss Marie Freeline.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We're going to do a little talk about Live Forever Free. We may even get into a little bit more of these politics because it is that time of year. We can't help it. We're going to keep your morning edgy, and we'll be right back.
We've been out of control since we got hit back in March 2020. Mortality rates keep climbing. Infection rates go up and down and then back up again. How long will this go on? No clear answer. Will a vaccine even be effective as this virus continues to spread and to mutate? No clear answers there either. I'm a trained nutritionist, herbologist, personal trainer, behavior modification and stress sciences expert. I'm also a COVID-19 and pneumonia survivor. I've watched the continuous wall-to-wall news coverage, and while yes, wearing a mask and social distancing are crucial now, you're not being given important tools that you need in order to fortify your first line of defense, your best line of defense, which is your own immune system. What's going on here? There are simple, affordable, and natural ways to help build your immune system to fight any virus or bacteria now, and it starts inside of you. That's why I need to invite you to join me for Beyond the Mask, an intimate talk about vital ways to immediately begin boosting your immune system. Are you worried about the potentials of a second wave? Are you concerned now that your immune system may not be strong enough? Let me show you now the changes that will allow you to optimize it. Let me show you how to maximize your exercise benefits in a 12-minute routine that you'll do every other day to easily increase your metabolism, strengthen your respiratory and immune systems, and give you better circulation throughout your body. Listen, sugar feeds both bacteria and viruses. Let me show you ways to kick that sugar addiction now and to get some weight off. Let me share with you keys to better nutrition that boosts your immune system. We are all under too much stress, and stress weakens your immune system. It single-handedly leaves you vulnerable to all kinds of health issues and infections because stress reduces your immune cell numbers and their ability to function. Let me show you tools that you'll easily integrate into your daily life now to naturally reduce your stress cortisol response. I also want you to know about some nutritional supplements that have been shown to naturally improve your immune system and your overall health. Since January, there have been over 700 studies released worldwide on the relationship between COVID-19 and vitamin D3 deficiency. You need to know why. You want to improve your own immune defenses now, want to take back your control? Sign up today for Beyond the Mask and join me as I give you information and tools to easily get you back on track towards a healthier overall immune system now.
We work our whole lives to support our families. With one accident or illness, it can all be gone in an instant. Now there's a smart, affordable way to protect your family. Go to findhealthbenefits.com and discover low-cost life insurance for as little as $2 per month. Add to that a tax-deferred annuity that can help you protect your assets and grow your money for retirement. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com. or call 877-235-6094. A critical illness can strike without warning and wipe out your life savings. In fact, it's the #1 reason for bankruptcy. Find Health Benefits offers an affordable solution. Get up to $50,000 if you get cancer, stroke, or a heart attack, giving you the peace of mind to focus on getting better while the plan helps you to pay your bills and medical expenses. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. 66% of seniors spend more time shopping for cable TV than Medicare plans. Most say because it's just too confusing. Laws change every year. The wrong plan could cost you thousands and prevent you from seeing the doctors you want. Introducing findhealthbenefits.com. Save time, save money, see specialists without referrals. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094 for this informative brochure.
Society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
Are you a small business owner concerned about the downturn in the economy? Top business leaders like Mattress Mac and Warren Buffett will tell you that now is the time to promote your business more than ever. People need your services. Your business needs an edge. Learn about special advertising packages for small businesses right here on Edge Radio. Find out more, give us a call at 281-744-0446. That's 281-744-0446. Edge, because truth still matters.
Back everybody on this Tuesday morning. It is your boy hashtag I am Vanderbilt. Welcome back to I'm Just Saying Live. Of course, I have my girl right here next to me, Simply Dr.
Yo,
Neal.
yo, 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 yo.
We are at 415 West Gray, Midtown Bar and Grill. And guess what, y'all? We got a special guest in the building.
Welcome.
We got somebody. Welcome.
Good morning.
Today we have Miss Marie Freeline. She is here, and we are going to definitely be talking business, but we are also going to be talking politics, and we are also going to be talking about things that you can stand up for and stand behind. And you need to know what politicians are standing for the same things you are standing for. So we're going to talk a little bit about one of her businesses, which is Live Forever Free. And I'm going to guide y'all into it slowly. So welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome to I'm Just Saying, okay? So I'm just saying, she does a couple of things, and we're just going to try to squeeze it all in here today. One of the main platforms that I would like to stand behind, that she's kind of gotten me on the kick of, is sex trafficking. Here in Houston, it is a huge, huge, huge issue.
Yes.
And it just goes without notice, if you will. If you don't tap in and try to find out, you don't know anything. So tell us a little bit about Live Forever Free.
Well, I started Live Forever Free. It's a long time ago, but I just started being super active with sex trafficking over the last, 4 or 5 years. I work with teens that are victims of sex trafficking. And what that looks like is helping them heal through the process when they're ready. One good thing about Houston is the mayor's office actually have an office of human trafficking and domestic violence. Okay. So if you want to know what the mayor is doing, just go to his page. Go to Sylvester Turner and just type in sex trafficking or human trafficking and domestic violence.
Okay, so you see why it was important to bring it up right now. You need to know the people that are standing behind the right things. And I know a lot of people out there, you have your daughters and you think that it could not possibly, and sons, and you think that it could not happen to you. There are different things that are going on, whether it's assaults, whether it's somebody being kidnapped and trafficked. There's also family members who are abusing other family members, and you need to know where to turn, and you need to have those politicians that feel like this is a real problem, okay? So this is going to be one of the things that I want to stand up on. I know everybody, Vanderbilt, what's one of the things that when you're looking toward a politician or a candidate, what is one of the things that you like them to stand up on? Is it guns? Is it, everybody has their own thing.
One of the biggest things for me is domestic violence. Okay. Because we see it far too often, and believe it or not, actually there are just as many males who are victims of domestic violence as there are females.
Right.
And in most cases, the males who are victims aren't really supported, or it really isn't put out there. So when I listen to a candidate talk, that's one of the things I really focus on.
Okay. I'm glad you mentioned that, because there is an organization, it's A21, that specifically help men. Men are specifically with labor trafficking, especially those that are not documented or don't have documentation to be here. And so they are literally forced into labor and to accepting wages way below minimum wage. Absolutely. So they can help feed their family. The one thing that Houston is, it's the most reported city in the United States. That means we report more instances of trafficking. And you all heard of Backpage, right?
Yes.
Backpage.
Supposedly it was taken down, but there's been so many to replace. Rub Maps is one of them. But with Rub Maps, they actually, if you sign up and you get the platinum package, I'm going to say that, because there's different packages. You can actually go in, you can see the woman, you can see what her services are. The prices.
Yeah.
Prices in a photo.
And the location. They're very, very explicit and detailed. we have so many organizations like United Houston Against Trafficking. You can go onto their website, go to Unbound. You can go to Elijah Rising.
Oh,
remember we
wow,
went on
yeah.
the tour?
Okay, so Vanderbilt,
van
I know
tour?
that I told you we went on a van tour here in the Houston area, and they led us to the places where, you know,
The massage
people,
parlors.
the massage
Nail-
parlors,
nail
the nail
salons.
tech salons, where they are known for trafficking right here in the Houston area. Several of these places, ladies and gentlemen, were things that you're going to the club
Maybe the
here,
club.
and the thing is right next door.
Right next door.
You know,
Yeah.
I told her this while we were in the van. I was like, oh my God, do you know how many times I've been in this parking lot when I was young? You know, I know I'm way past the age now for somebody to come grab me up. But anyway.
No, you're not.
What you say? No, you're not. So I'm hoping that I am, you know.
You're
I don't want
still
nobody
new-
selling
I mean,
mine for
yeah.
me. Amen. Jesus, please. Look at
You silly.
so I just gotta lighten everything up. So clubs that people frequent, even right now, I mean right across the street.
Yeah.
You have no idea. So ladies, gentlemen, please, please, please be careful. You never know when they're ready to shop, if you will.
There was a raid at a club off of Willcrest when I lived in that area, and I think the police had been watching it for a while. But I actually was on my way home, got to the club, and I said, just to stop off and have a drink before I went home. And you can actually see it taking place. You could literally just watch it.
Well,
And
Vanderbilt, the issue with busting businesses, they're
I was just
protected by
about to
the
talk about
laws.
this.
exactly.
And so we have this wonderful, beautiful club on Westheimer, Gentlemen's Club. They've been operating for years.
Right on
Years.
Westheimer, everybody.
Right on Westheimer.
And you know
we
how
all
many
know
ladies
which one that is. It's
and
like one of the
gentlemen.
best looking clubs on the corner.
Yeah.
But they can get them on tax evasion or something like that. But as far as sex trafficking, they cannot bust them on that, especially if they claim the girls are over 18.
Yeah.
So it's very, very difficult. The laws need to be more tough. But when you're donating $1 million, I'm just saying, to the city of Houston,
Then of course things are going to
I'm
get
just
swept
saying,
under the
I'm just
rug.
saying.
So here
You
we
ain't
are
hear from
again.
me.
We're begging and pleading for you to do your due
Get out there and
diligence
vote.
and see who is actually against and for these things. I've sent you something last night that had a bunch of revealing.
Oh yeah, I
stuff
did.
in
I
it.
did see
There's
it.
an article about the people who are actually supporting, this kind of stuff.
A couple of years ago, and we'll move on. A couple of years ago, a politician told me this. I was actually downtown, and we were actually talking about domestic violence. And he said, "Listen," he said, "I hear so many cases of domestic violence, sex trafficking, and all these things." He said, and to your point, he said that as long as the law
There's a demand too.
yeah, and as
There's a
long as
demand.
he said what people have to understand is, and this is one thing that we really have to focus on. As long as the laws are written in black and white, they
That's
can
right.
always be manipulated.
That's right.
And
That's
until we fix that, then we're always going to be fighting this battle. And like I said, this came from a politician.
And speaking of domestic violence, there's still a law on the books in Arkansas that you can beat your wife once a month on the steps of the courthouse.
Did you
Once
hear
a
that?
month. Once a month. Look it
Isn't
up.
she
It's a
full
thing.
of
I promise you,
fun
it's a
facts?
thing.
I'm gonna
I
tell you
promise
right
you,
now.
it's there.
Wow.
You can beat your wife. She cannot press
Wait.
charges.
Definitely don't let Anthony hear that. He may drag me up to Arkansas,
But Jim,
come
they
get it
still
in.
support Jim Crow. So I'm just saying.
Wow.
But yeah.
Did you hear that? Hey,
Okay, so
ladies and gentlemen, don't say that we didn't give you a little edge for your morning. definitely go and look that up.
It is.
I'm going
promise you it's
to.
there.
Okay, so right now, Vanderbilt, I'm
Yes.
going to talk about that article. Did I post it into our group message? I believe. Let's talk about that article just a little bit here. Hold on one second. I'm trying to pull it up. And that's something
While
completely
you're on
different.
that
We'll wait
article,
on that one. Go ahead.
Bissonnette is still, it's a quarter-mile stretch, that Bissonnette. But the new way of trafficking is luring them on Facebook or some type of social media where you have someone introducing someone to someone else. And so, and then when they meet them, then it's a whole different story. Or when they're brought over from a coyote and they say, when you get here to the shores, you owe $20,000. And so now you have to work that off.
And we know that this
So,
has been
but
an
internet-
age-old testament.
Yeah.
It is the same thing
Yeah.
continuing to go over and over and over. There has to be something done. There has to be something for someone to stand up on this platform and say that this is wrong, but they're making so much money off of it that it has become, an even wider spread issue. We were talking about this article that I was wanting to bring up. This was in Raw News, and it says a study from the University of Texas found that more than 300,000 victims of human trafficking in Texas alone, with 79,000 victims being underage. Okay, do you know that's 100,000 kids? These are not the people who are choosing to go into the life, if you will.
Right. And remember, you also have the sugar babies. Those are the girls that are on college campuses, and they solicit older people to pay their tuition. But you have to realize that the definition of trafficking is a form of modern day slavery in which individuals perform commercial sex through the use of force, fraud, or coercion.
Coercion and
Minors
manipulative criminals. That's
under
what they
the
call
age
them.
of 18 are targeted.
And what we also have to do, and this is for parents out there, you have to know what your kids are doing.
That's right.
At all times. I have a 17-year-old and I have a 20-year-old at Prairie View, and I don't care. Okay, we're not gonna go there with this PV produces positive people thing.
Well, hold on.
Anyway.
They're the only school that actually open right now and doing skills training. Thank you. We have a skills training program.
We're
not gonna go there.
Once we get past PV.
But you have to, you as a parent,
you gotta know.
You got to know what your children are into. You have to ask questions, and after you ask that question, you have to ask another question. And when you were talking about, they solicit older people to pay their bills, and I'm about to get real personal. I actually went through that. My daughter called me one day, and she was like, "Hey, Daddy, somebody reached out to me on Twitter."
Wow.
And wanted to pay for her books and this, that, and the third, and I
blew a gasket, I'm sure.
Yeah,
like any dad.
I blew a head gasket.
Right.
And I'm like, what's the Twitter page? Who is he? This
Start stuttering on the show.
Yeah, I went smooth off, and I'm like, have you given him any information? This, that, and the third. It's too easy. So I actually literally went through that, and I actually reported. I think the page was taken down immediately and things of that nature. But once again, if I wasn't a concerned parent, I could have just let her went on and and did what she did.
And I have 5 children. Okay, the oldest is 32, all the way to. I'm gonna tell you this.
What you say? Bless your heart.
Put your phone in your hand. This is what I did.
Put my phone in my hand
because I pay the bills.
Yeah.
Let me see. Who you talking to? Yeah. Oh, there's profanities.
Yes.
You're allowing people to use profanity. Oh. Who is this?
Shit, I did a whole skit.
Oh yeah, no, you can't use profanity on this phone. I'm
Not
sorry.
this phone.
You got to be in their business.
I paid his
I'm
bill.
not their friend.
I
to
did
this
it
day.
to my
I'm
son
not my kid's
this
friend.
weekend.
I'm not. And do they still love me? Yes. So don't be afraid to get in their business. I wish a child would slam a door.
You don't have no business.
You don't
Till you out my house.
Even then.
Even then, you ain't got no business.
It never stops.
What you said?
I am
You're
not
still
my
my
kid.
child.
Call Lauren, Shamila, Ayana. Say, hey, Diana. Ask them. Ask them. Like on A Time to Kill. Ask them.
Let's talk about some other stuff that we should ask them. Okay, so the House Bill 240 was authored by Texas Representative Ana Hernandez. Okay,
wonderful.
Now listen, she tried to get everything situated. She had everybody vote for it, and I wanted to tell y'all some specific names of people who tried to vote the bill down, which is Matt Rinaldi,
Lord Jesus,
a Republican in Irving, Texas, and Tony Tinderholt. Okay, also a Republican, Arlington area. Those are both up near Dallas. Is there any reason why up in that area, which is so close to Houston, if you will, that they would be voting the bill down?
First of all, trafficking overall is a $6.6 billion industry.
Okay.
So if you have money coming into your campaign from, let's say, I don't know,
Okay.
or you may
We're
even
gonna
use
leave
the
that out,
services.
yes.
They may be using the services.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
just saying.
Unfortunately,
I'm
probably
not
are.
slandering anybody, so
because-
don't nobody
and
sue
you
me.
know, they
But I
had all of
understand.
those things come out when the case came out about what's the real big, the movie director.
Oh,
what's his name?
Oh,
Gosh,
yeah.
you know, they tried to
Um,
even
Feinstein.
implicate
Feinstein.
they tried to even implicate that Obama was having boy toys, if you will, with the pizza. Remember I told you about Pizzagate. Pizzagate was a story that I had talked about on I'm Just Saying before, where boys are the pizzas. You order what kind of pizza you want from a pizza parlor, and they were saying for special parties and events, they were going out to Weinstein's property, the island, and inviting the boys, bringing the boys out, and calling it a pizza order.
Wow.
Can you believe it? You know, it is still going on in 2020. This is one of the things that I wanted to bring attention to. Next, we are going to move on. You know, we have to say this. If you see something going on and it looks kind of crazy, please, please, please be sure to say something. Get someone involved. We're going to move on to our little business chat because, you know, I like to bring people on, talk about business. She shouted out, you know, I asked you earlier who you're rooting for. Right now, she's rooting for Prairie View because she is doing Optimum Nurse Aid Skills Training at the school, ladies and gentlemen. So she's got different facets. So we are very, very happy about that. Skills training right now is important to me as well because people aren't able to afford to go to school right now. You know, there's lots and lots of people who are not qualifying for funding and all of this other kind of stuff that used to help people. Right now, the let's say the world, if you will, is in a real depressed state. You know, we're right at that recession point where they're not going to be able to come out of this hole. So you have to know how to do something most likely with your hands, which is a skill or a trade. So tell us a little bit about the school.
Okay, so Optimum Nurse Aid Skills Training was started in 2018, and I had a location over here at 340 North Sam Houston Parkway East. Okay. On the other hand, I got a better opportunity to work with a larger organization. So this is what happened. The government have millions of dollars worth of grants. They're not going to give them to smaller organizations like myself. So what they do is they'll find a not-for-profit or a university or something to filter them, not filter, wrong word, to allow those organizations to use the grants
and
so
have
they
the
can
opportunity.
Find smaller organizations like myself. So with the Rural Workforce Development, partnering with Prairie View, we're doing 4 skills training: nurse aid, construction, electrical, and welding, and it's free. So rural is the key. You have to live out in the rural areas. We're trying to build up Waller County, and I think even out in Liberty County.
Y'all
we have
know
a
I am
program
about
out
community
there.
first.
So,
I'm always shouting it out. All these small communities that we have that are in these centralized areas, they're not too far from the city. But once you get that skill, remember, it sticks with you for life. So once you get that skill, if you are out there, you can branch out to wherever you want. They want to develop that area. We know you're going to still be paying your taxes in that area as well, if you're paying taxes, you know, unlike Trump. But
one thing, one thing about that is you have people that have never stepped a foot on a campus. They get to really feel what it looks like, and it just may encourage them to sign up.
So I was just about to ask you, how does a person?
We're going to do that when we get back. I guess we'll be keeping you on for a little bit longer.
Oh, okay.
We'll do that when we get back, and we will talk to you guys in just a little bit. Keep your morning edgy.
We just sing.
Don't push me because I'm close to the edge.
I'm trying not to lose my head.
Hey, this is the Talk About Unity show where I bring the talk.
And I bring the unity.
And together we talk about unity. Unity is what matters.
Come on.
And right now in our country, that's what we've got to do. So we do that here at Talk About Unity on the Edge Radio Network. Be with us every week.
It's going to be awesome. It always is. And I tell you what, the more we seek first to understand, then be understood, we make progress.
And we like to do that. And that's why everybody's on the brink. We love what we do at Edge Radio because everybody's on the edge. We bring them back from the edge and we bring the unity. So we're just glad to Edge Radio Network every Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. Talk about unity because here at Edge Radio Network, truth still matters.
The Natural Nation Network is really about taking control of your health physically, spiritually, emotionally, even intellectually, because there's so much out there in misinformation. There's a lot of people now that are suffering from all sorts of diseases that they really wouldn't have to suffer for if they had better information. And that's what we're here to do. Provide information that can save lives.
The mind and the body are totally connected.
Health can be really serious, and you know, sometimes we just have to lighten it up a little bit while we're still providing substantive information.
And you know, my sort of mantra on the salsa dance floor is kind of similar. You know, I tell somebody if you make a mistake twice, it becomes a move. Okay.
Tune into Natural Nation every Tuesday at 11 a.m.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Simply Deal here at the Edge Radio Network. I had to sing it this time. Okay?
I see that.
This is I'm Just Saying, and I mean we are deep in a conversation. So normally right now we would be talking about social injustices and things of this nature, but we will not let that go because I made a promise that I was going to continually talk about those things. So we are going to finish up our conversation with Miss Marie Freelon, our special guest for today. We have talked about Live Forever Free, and now we are moving on to Optimum Nurse Aid Skills Training because, you know, I like to teach you who you need to be involved with, the things that are going to make your lives better. And I just can't help myself. You know, I'm just one of those people. I want to give it to you. Once I find out the good people around, I got to share them with you. So if you'd like to be a guest here on I'm Just Saying, please take time to DM us at I'm Just Saying Live on Facebook, okay? It's too easy. We want to hear your story. Our listeners want to hear your story. And now we're going to get back to the one that we have at hand. So Vanderbilt, you had a question.
Yes, my question was, how does someone apply for the Optimum Skills Program?
Oh, just go to ruralworkforcedevelopment.com. You have Optimum is there, and I'm not quite sure the names of the other skills, but it's all there.
It's all there.
It's all there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what she's saying, ladies and gentlemen, is everybody's looking for jobs through the work source anyway, okay? This is the regular Texas work source. It's a, you know, the program is an extension of, if you will. So all you have to do to be able to find out that information is go to the website that we just listed, or where can they follow you on social media? Your website or something? What information would you like
Live Forever Free, or you can go to OptimumNurseAidSkillsTraining.com.
All right.
Or OptimumNurseAid.org.
And I asked that question to say this, and this is, I'm talking directly to my young people here. You need a skill.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. There's no other way to say it. With the times and conditions that we live in today, you need to have a viable skill to fall back on. So take advantage.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, you know, because a lot of times people go through school, they feel like they're gonna do one thing. A lot of us never wind up in that specific set,
And that's okay.
And it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. But always know that it's okay to have a rely on. You need to
Plan
be able
B.
to have
It's
something to
called
rely
Plan B.
on. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So what is this here you were telling me, Marie?
Oh, Baker Ripley for those that need assistance with rent.
Okay.
Go
Did
to
you hear that? 'Cause we
Baker
know there's a lot of
Ripley
people out there like that.
renthelp.org, and they help you with a lot of different things. That's one of the larger nonprofit organizations I was talking about that our government our city government used to give a lot of grant money to, so they can distribute it to organizations that qualify and or just individuals.
Okay.
And let me say this real quick. With Baker Ripley, okay, you have to do your due diligence, because most apartment complexes have to sign up,
right,
to actually have to be a vendor, if you want to say so. Okay, and I actually went through this, and I found this out. My apartment complex decided not to do it this time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they did it for the past 3 months, I want to say. But then this time around, when it was time to reapply, they were like, it's too much paperwork and things you have to go through. So unfortunately, for them to keep it up. So unfortunately, for those people, in my apartment complex that do need the help, it's not available.
Right.
Because the apartment complex decided not to take advantage of the program.
Here we go again, though. This is the same thing that I just keep saying. Those types of opportunities should be offered to everyone. This is why you need to vote, ladies and gentlemen. So those people who have the power to put those types of things in place are in office. If they're not in office, they can't do that. Speaking of people in power who are doing things, Nancy Pelosi is pushing again for another $2.2 trillion stimulus pack. How do we feel in regards to what happened with the stimulus? Are we happy? Was it successful? I want both of you guys' opinion. Do we think that this is really the answer?
Marie, I'll let you go first.
Okay, so my thing is, I'm big with skills training. If you, give a person a fish versus teaching them how to fish, it definitely goes further. So I'm big with, if that stimulus package is going towards assisting with more skills training. I'm 54 years old.
So do you think that they should put kind of a stipulation on what you've got to spend the money on, kind of like they do with the SBA loans and all this other kind of stuff?
Oh yeah, they're not going to do that.
They're
But yes, absolutely, that would help.
Okay,
that would help. But you got to
solutions driven.
But the thing is, you have to realize that everybody won't fit into that.
You're right.
So I think it just needs to be fair. That's it. It just needs to be fair, where everyone. What if I didn't file taxes? I'm homeless and don't have any income, and I didn't file taxes.
Right.
So how do I get that money?
Yeah, no address
with
listed,
no
and all of this,
addresses or anything like that. So I would have to go to a nonprofit organization that's helping the homeless, right? So you might want to give more to those organizations, or have a different type of package for those that are homeless. So it's not just overall here, boom, dumping it in. You have to find.
Because right now, that's what we've been getting, is the big dumping.
Yeah.
Okay, Vanderbilt, did you have a comment now?
Yeah, what I think is happening here, and I definitely agree with you when you say we need to be fair.
We're not gonna ride it too long, but I just wanted to know what your
but
thoughts were.
What we also need to do is, we also need to recognize that the stimulus package has helped a lot of people.
It has.
A lot of people.
Has.
There are people that I know personally that have benefited from it. And far too often, we tend to focus on
the negatives.
Right. that people are doing with it. Also, in regards, and we can move on to the organizations that they're giving this money to. There's one major organization that is getting, I'm gonna say, I guess you would say, the bulk of the money, but you have so many people that are calling.
Right.
And then for these smaller organizations that are not getting hardly any funding, they they can only do so much. So it has to be spread across the board.
Okay. So remember, if you do get the money, if you do receive some type of stimulus, use it to make your life better.
Work harder, not smarter.
Do a little bit of research. Figure out where you need to funnel, where you need to put that money prior to spending it. Okay. Don't let it all wash away. Here we go, talking about lives, washing away, different things going on. Let's get to our social unrest part of the show. We'll just hit on these topics real quick. I know that we never got to touch on, and this was something that I wanted to talk about last week. The officer, Nicholas J. Pierce, that was charged with aggravated assault on Jeffrey Ryans after sticking his dog on him, ladies and gentlemen, okay? He was in complete compliance. He sicked the dog on him anyway, and then had the nerve to say good boy, praising him for the incident. How do we feel when it comes, to the animal attacks? That's already something that we know we're afraid of. Let's just be honest. We've seen the videos. When we were young, we watched the Martin Luther King specials with the water hoses and the dogs. And here we are, yet again, in the height of this Black Lives Matter movement, and they have resorted back to the dogs.
Who want to go first on that?
You got something to say?
Because this is the thing. As long as they're allowed, or we are allowed to do those things, they'll continue to be done.
It was on the camera. He's saying, good boy, like, yeah, get it.
Under the sun. On the other hand, we could make a difference, and we could make those changes by getting out there and voting for those laws. Teach your children what it takes to pass a bill. Teach our children how to be in politics and be that political leader, so when it's their turn, they're up there making the changes. I mean, it's a lot we can do with that. It is sheer ignorance.
Well, and I've said this.
Sorry,
I've said this 50 million times, and I'm actually getting tired of getting face. If we don't, it's up to us to educate.
That's right.
Our children.
That's right.
Okay, my son goes to school every day, just like Tennille's and whoever else. But you have to educate your kids beyond that, because there's so much that the schools are not teaching, and it's up to us as parents. Some educators who I know that really take education seriously. We have to give our children this knowledge, and if we don't give them this knowledge, then we'll basically just send them out there into the world blind.
It's just like I was watching a documentary, and it really blew my mind, because in California, the statistics showed during the time of the civil rights, when Martin Luther King went to Los Angeles, no one knew who he was. How do you not know who Martin Luther King is in the 60s?
There's people in the 60s. How did
we're
you not
not
know?
talking to our children. We're not taking them to the historical Black African American arts museums. We're not watching documentaries. I just watched a documentary on a Asian American woman who's done more for our civil rights movement than any other person that I can think of.
So America, if you're looking for somewhere to go here in the Houston area, Harambe Art Gallery was here this weekend. They were a large supporter. They were selling T-shirts, art, everything. They were a part of the event this weekend for the voter registration drive. So they are out in the community. I just had to put that plug out there for them. Thank y'all so much for being a part. You talked about California not knowing Martin Luther King. Let's talk about California for a little bit. A 40-year-old woman. Okay, I don't know why they made that so specific, but the media likes to do that. 40-year-old woman was arrested and charged with attempted murder and assault after she hit 2 protesters this weekend. You just decided to just run them over. Okay? That's what you decided to do with your life, baby. Well, now you have been charged with attempted murder and assault.
It's not funny.
It kind of is.
So where I didn't know about the story about the Jeffrey guy. What city or state was that?
Oh goodness, I can't remember right now. I think it's in Georgia.
So we're in Georgia with this guy.
Yes.
She's in California. Oh, she's gonna get the business.
I have to go back and look at it.
So because if nothing else, California will. I was raised in California, and she will get charged.
Oh, she's
Hands
charged.
down.
Period.
Hands down.
So
Now you're looking at the South.
will it
The
be?
dirty.
Will it be
It's
held
not
up?
really
She's
the
been
dirty
charged.
South
The dirty
because you
South.
have Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas. We can throw some parts of Georgia in there. I'm just saying. Tennessee. You can throw some parts of Georgia and North Carolina, South Carolina. On the other hand, this woman is in California. You really think them people gonna go for that?
Nah.
No, ma'am, Pam.
Whoop, whoop.
At
Like
all.
that. I'm at you.
At
guys.
all.
She said no man.
So
no
sh-
man.
what
I'm
she
at you guys.
did was she thought she was in the South and get away with that there.
Mhm.
Well,
That's not going to happen.
Well,
you
it
have too
happened.
many people. California probably have the most organized organization for social justice.
Mm-hmm.
I want to piggyback off of what you said. When you said that they didn't know, who Martin Luther King was. This is what I urge everybody to do, because right now we're focused on Breonna Taylor. We're focused on George Floyd.
They try to sweep him under the rug.
Right, but what I'm saying is there's a history that has led up to these people. There's a history that has led up to these moments, and if we don't teach our kids that history, then really they don't know what they're fighting for.
Right.
They don't know. And when George Floyd
And that's
got
how the
killed,
message gets lost in transition.
it gets real lost, because when the whole George Floyd incident came about, I was talking to my son about Emmett Till, and my son had a look on his face like
Lost.
I know who Emmett Smith is. I'm not sure who
That's
Emmett
what
Till
they
is.
want.
And I actually we sat down, for however long, and I explained to him, who Emmett Till was and what happened. And he was like, Daddy, I had no idea. Mm-hmm. So these are the things that we have to teach our children.
We had a conversation in regards to that and how early is too early and X, Y, and Z for those stories, because they were horrific. But you have to give them a sense of understanding of what went on. It's basically like teaching, right? And there are things that are inappropriate, and there are things that are appropriate according to the age of your child. But you need to start introducing those things very early on, so they're not out there and they're not lost. I know that a lot of parents have taught assimilation. I told you that I'm a product of that. You're going to fit in by any means necessary. You do the things that, make you outstanding, to them, if you will. Right. So I'm in turn trying to figure out where I am, and I got to start tweaking some pieces when it comes to my kids, because now I don't feel like in an area of wokeness, if you will, I'm not feeling like that's the appropriate way. Right. You need to be you. You need to be confident in yourself, so that when these situations happen, you do know the rules and you know how to handle them, and you're already ready to process that. I would hate for my sons to be out there and be completely caught off guard when one of their friends' parents says something or does something. Like this coach that I sent you the message on last night.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on one second. Last night on the Isaiah Factor. Let's say that. I love watching all this, and I love people in media. Channel 2. Who else was on the list? Everybody was on the list last night. Right. They were talking about this high school football coach who said, do I need to read it? Let me read it. Hold on one second. Let me read it to you. He said, well, he got suspended, not fired. Let's say that. I don't have a problem, in his interview, I don't have a problem, and this is his words, not mine, with niggas, spics, or chinks.
Don't have a problem. Using slanderous words, but you don't have a problem with them.
The fact that you said that and felt the right.
And it was okay.
And the right that you're going to be fined after the fact lets us all know you got a problem with ninjas,
niggas.
Okay? Like, you cannot do that, especially when you're teaching students every day. I'm sure that his team is mixed full of different cultures.
But when you have a president that says it's the China virus, remember, folks, it comes from the top.
But
the thing is, like you said, he said what he said and knew he was going to get fined. So at this point, suspended.
He was not fired.
Suspended. But
Because I don't know if you can fire somebody for their opinion, but
So
he was
that-
not fired. He just was suspended.
So therefore, there's no accountability.
None.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, watch the people that are around your kids. Like, you know, you need to know if there's somebody like that they're having to deal with every day.
Yeah.
Keep a watchful eye because
remove them. What do you mean keep a watchful eye?
You can't always
Do you
keep
really
running from things. You know, Marie, I'm not one of those
On
people.
the other hand, there's other organizations to put your children in. Hey, start one yourself.
It's their high school. You know, those kids aren't going to want to leave their high school. Let's
Okay,
just be
get the
real.
parents to rally. Klein, they
Yeah.
run those parents. They run the school district.
They sure do.
Okay. What I was gonna say, you were taught to assimilate and fit in. I always taught my kids, you'll never fit in because you're gonna be a different. So be a difference. Teach your children to be a difference. Don't just talk about it. Teach them to be a difference.
I told my son, because you're black, you will never fit.
Never, and that's
never
okay.
fit in.
We okay with that?
We're okay with it.
Sure is.
Yo, this is I'm just saying, and we just saying. Okay, so since we brought up a little bit of sports, let's move on to our sports section, Vanderbilt.
Yes. All right, we got a lot to cover in a little bit of time here. We have the finals are here now. We have the Miami Heat versus the LA Lakers. Okay, so the team that LeBron used to play for, he's now going up against.
Used to be that.
Right. That's a whole package to be unwrapped in itself. Okay. We not
Those
gonna spend too
matchups
long.
are always fun though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but that's got to be like a sweet sorrow, you know? Because
Oh,
this is
yeah.
the
Well,
team
you know-
you were with.
But this is
and
the
now you
thing,
gotta-
though.
Now you got to whoop them.
In media, you know, even the Miami Heat coach was so petty. He said, you know what? He said, this is for Dwayne Wade. This is for Lonzo
Oh, my
Mourning.
God.
He said this is for Chris Bosh, and then he was like,
Wow.
you know,
want to know about another matchup that I thought was absolutely hilarious. You know, they were asking J.J. Watt's mom, you know, and T.J. Watt's, and you know, all of the brothers, which jersey she was going to wear to the game this weekend because J.J. was playing against his two brothers who played for the Steelers. She showed up with a jersey, a football jersey on that had all three boys on it. Their numbers were highlighted in their specific colors.
That's it, Mom.
I
That's
just
what
had
you
to
do.
give her her props.
That's it. That's what you
Sports
do.
news and fashion.
Yeah.
Your mama set it off, okay?
Right. Don't let
And
social
your
media,
daddy got the dopest sperm out there. I'm sure that people are in his inbox every single day.
Everybody
can
want
I get a drop
that jersey. Everybody want that jersey, right?
The Houston Astros are in the playoffs with a losing record. And the playoffs start the playoffs start tomorrow. Doc Rivers is out as coach of the Los Angeles Clippers, and his phone has been blowing up by the Pelicans and a few other teams. Also, we talked about this.
Phone blowing up.
Well, he said it's gonna take his time, you know, of course, to make the best decision for him and his family.
Okay.
But also, we talked about the fact that a lot of blacks are not being offered these head coaching positions.
Very
okay?
true.
Yeah.
So what I did some research, and there are actually a lot of blacks being offered assistant coaching positions.
Okay, well that's a step.
So that's a start.
That's
That's
in
a
the
start.
right direction.
And then you know, of course,
Jerry Jones didn't get that man.
no.
He definitely didn't get that message. Let's just keep moving.
He didn't get that memo.
Let's just keep
He didn't get that
moving.
memo.
Three
I'm
of
a
our-
Dallas fan, y'all, but I don't
Three
know
of
about that
our
Jerry.
awesome black women are still in the French Open. We got Serena Williams. She won in straight sets. We got Coco Gauff. She won in straight sets, and also Sloane Stephens plays today. Okay, and I'm gonna let Tennille talk about this one here because she brought it up. Let's talk about the female referees.
Let me tell y'all, I am
I'm
so
gonna let her
happy and
talk
here
about
for
that one.
this. I have a personal friend by the name of Lachelle Nelson who is out there doing her thing. She is an official, you know, that has participated in NFL games, which is absolutely tremendous because there's only like 3 or 4 women out there, right? So in the game this weekend, 2 coaches and 1 female official all in the same game, all playing. I'm gonna give my round of applause to you girls because y'all
can be out there.
You understand how hard that has to be
They
to
need to
fight
really-
all of this. You know, we're talking about
Right.
African Americans having a hard time
Right,
getting
right,
in
right.
as a coach in the NFL, let alone a woman.
Right.
Now,
I just
A
hope
good
she
friend
have
of mine,
her,
a good friend of mine is a
pads on.
referee,
Okay.
and she, we actually in the meeting together at church, and she told us, you know, it's so hard for women to fit in.
they're not
There's-
gonna fit in like you
Yeah,
said
yeah,
before.
right. They said there's been days where they will all go off and get something to eat
And not invite them.
and not even invite.
Oh, yeah, of course.
She's just sitting there.
They don't
That's
want you.
okay.
They don't want you
Yeah.
there
I
and
wouldn't want to
talking.
go with
Yeah.
them either.
They don't want you in there.
Well, you know,
business,
I mean,
them
of course,
guy
she's
business,
not
if you will.
she's not phased by it, but at in the same token, we're all here.
The
to do a
tricky
job
side
and
of
do
that
a
is
great
because
thing.
hold on one second.
Okay.
I've heard a lot of background story, you know, on stuff like this, and you know, they don't want people to get coerced and this, that, and the other. So the women, you know, kind of get ostracized because they feel like a man is going to be able to get them when you're an official to lean one way or the other for certain players and stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is I'm Just Saying. Remember, we'll be right back. We've got Tennille's touchy subjects coming up.
We'll be back, y'all. We'll be back. We out.
Yes.
We work our whole lives to support our families. With one accident or illness, it can all be gone in an instant. Now there's a smart, affordable way to protect your family. Go to findhealthbenefits.com and discover low-cost life insurance for as little as $2 per month. Add to that a tax-deferred annuity that can help you protect your assets and grow your money for retirement. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. A critical illness can strike without warning and wipe out your life savings. In fact, it's the #1 reason for bankruptcy. Find Health Benefits offers an affordable solution. Get up to $50,000 if you get cancer, stroke, or a heart attack, giving you the peace of mind to focus on getting better while the plan helps you to pay your bills and medical expenses. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. 66% of seniors spend more time shopping for cable TV than Medicare plans. Most say because it's just too confusing. Laws change every year. The wrong plan could cost you thousands and prevent you from seeing the doctors you want. Introducing FindHealthBenefits.com. Save time, save money, see specialists without referrals. Go to FindHealthBenefits.com or call 877-235-6094 for this informative brochure.
Society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Edge Radio Network. I am simply Dr. Neal, your host of I'm Just Saying. Catch us here each and every Tuesday and Thursday from 8:30 to 10 a.m. Ladies and gentlemen, we are your morning show and keeping you edgy in these conversations that everybody is having. So, let me say this. I want to also congratulate Mr. Roland Martin. Okay. Roland Martin Unfiltered has made 2 years. Can you believe it?
All right.
It's already
Good
been
for
2
him.
years. He
He
talks
got some
about the
touchy
debates and
subjects,
all of
boy.
the stuff going on. And that's why I wanted to bring that up because His subjects are very touchy, and he always brings the truth in the light.
And he does. He's raw.
So I'm
Very
gonna have
raw.
to say he was one of my mentors when I was younger with the Houston Association of Black Journalists. I was very happy with that. So I just needed to congratulate him for a little bit. He definitely talked about these debates and how he felt things were gonna go tonight. So y'all make sure that y'all check out that interview. I'm sure that you will be enlightened. You know, I just had to say that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to move into one of our favorite parts of the show, Tennille's touchy subjects. Y'all want me to talk about something else before? Yes or no? No, you don't. I know you don't. So, here's today's touchy subject. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a guy who is writing in today, okay? Normally we have lots and lots of women who have questions with their relationship issues.
Shout out to the fellas for writing in on this.
Fellas, what's up? Okay. So, if you would like to have a touchy subject on Tennille's touchy subjects, please DM I'm Just Saying Live. It's too easy and we keep you confidential. Here's the story. This guy's brother, okay, is dating his ex-girlfriend. So he's showing up to the family functions by himself, even though everyone knows that they are seeing each other. But I'm sure that it would be very uncomfortable at Thanksgiving dinner with your ex-girlfriend sitting across from you, hugged up with your brother, feeding the food and all of that. Can't you see that getting all kinds of wiggity whack? But here's the thing, the relationship has now gotten serious. The brother has decided to propose and she has accepted.
No!
We can't keep hiding from the family functions because they will now be married.
He went to Jared.
He wants to know whether or not he needs to speak up and say something to his brother about this being awkward, not only for him, but the other family members. Should he be that voice of reason, or is it too late? Please post your comments right now below. Vanderbilt, I'm going to need you to pull this one up. I'm going to need you to see if people have something to say. Let us know what you think he should do, ladies and gentlemen. He is there. He's feeling awkward. His family's feeling awkward. The brother is pushing forward with this. Should the brother decide between his fiance? We've seen TV shows like this where they're deciding between their family or their fiance. What do you think? Family or fiance?
Can I say something?
You got to be. I'm just saying.
Here we go, y'all. Okay, here we go. This is super uncomfortable.
Don't shake your head too long. I know.
This is super uncomfortable. On the other hand, just because it didn't work out for him or the brother, and then the other brother found love, it's difficult to see or to be happy for someone.
But you approached my girlfriend and we're brothers.
Well, I'm going to put this out there. Everybody know who I am. Know I love MJ, Michael Jackson. He have two brothers that have a child by the same woman, and they're still friends.
Ooh, she is dropping the tea.
I'm just saying.
I had no idea.
I'm just saying.
I knew, but I didn't know you were going to go there.
I have to, because if they can remain brothers and friends, then anything is possible. My thing is, okay, it didn't work out for you. Okay, you have to build a bridge and get over it.
Okay.
On the other hand, you still have to be sensitive to other people's feelings.
So you think they should stay away?
I think they should have no.
Do you think that couple should stay away?
No, absolutely not. I think they need to have that conversation and help them understand why is this so uncomfortable for you. And then let's talk through it. That's where family therapy comes in.
Okay.
Go get some therapy and let's work through this, because I shouldn't be unhappy with you with my ex. I shouldn't be. It didn't work out for us. So what? You're a better match for him.
How do you know that they were broke up at the time? Maybe he took him.
Okay, so
we don't know
there's a lot of things.
There's
a lot of things. That's why you need to sit down, stop avoiding. That's what we do, and let's talk about it. Or don't cross those lines.
Okay, what do you have to say, Vanderbilt?
At the end of the day,
from a guy perspective.
At the end of the day, y'all brothers.
And you are.
You brothers.
And he's happy.
And he's happy.
Proposing.
Thank you.
I would want any of my brothers to be happy. If it didn't work between us, it didn't work. But I would want my brothers to be happy. But we can't go forward unless we have that conversation.
That's right.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's
so
all
there
I'm
needs to be
saying.
a conversation.
It has to be a
It has to be a
conversation.
conversation.
And as far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna
The
just
family
say it like this: I ain't worrying about the other family.
Thank
members.
you. I didn't want to be so.
I ain't worrying about them.
I wanted to say that. Thank you, Vanderbilt, but I didn't want to be so harsh, you know.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
Yeah.
The brothers that I grew up with inside the four walls, that's all I care about. I don't
Right.
care. I don't care about cousin Rodney. I don't care about
Looking
none
upside
of
your
them.
head.
Yeah.
Right.
Keep looking. Long
Right.
as my brother's
Being
happy to hell
judgy.
with what you gotta say.
Okay,
Right.
so while you check the comments, I am going to take time and say this. If those two people found love, let's all be happy for them.
That's
It is
it.
a hard thing to come
It
by
is.
nowadays.
It's a hard
People
pill to
are
swallow.
not getting
That's right.
married anymore. So, let me say this. Actually, things have taken a look up during this pandemic. People are kind of pushing on
closer.
forward.
Yes,
I guess
sir.
the thought of death and pandemic
Ooh,
stress
Lord. We don't wanna talk about
is
that.
allowing people to have
Mhm.
time to kind of unstress, unwind, see if these people are the people that they really want to move forward with. And if this is what they have decided to do, I really don't think that you have a place to say anything anyway, because they already know that you're probably over there feeling some type of way. That's why they're avoiding these
Right,
family
and they kept
functions.
it hidden. Right, and I do think that people do find out how much you do love someone, especially this pandemic. I prayed for years for divorce.
Okay, goodness help us.
Until
Lord.
my
Pray
husband got
for it.
sick, and I
Well, why did
realized
you
I'm being
choose
real. I'm look.
Did you
Until
hear
my
her?
husband got sick, and I realized how much I did not want to live without him.
Oh wow.
But that's a whole nother story.
Oh wow.
I
That's
couldn't
touching.
live without him.
So we do have one comment because I see we got to wrap up here. Sugar Chaney says that it's
Sugar
too
Chaney.
yeah.
Hey,
She says that it's too
girl.
late. I responded to her. It's never too late. All it takes is a conversation.
Thank you, Sugar Chaney.
Well, she's saying it's too late for them to split up because he's already proposed and the girl is accepted. They are planning to move
She need to
forward.
elaborate.
The brother's feelings, I don't think, should matter that much in this. They have already said, both of them have already said that clearly they don't care how he feel about it because they're dating. They've been dating.
Well, but they kept it hidden. You see, or
No,
they
they're
weren't.
not hiding
Okay, they
it, so
weren't
he
showing up
knows.
together with
They're just
family.
not showing up to the family
So they
function.
still need to have that conversation. I think that you know.
I'm gonna tell
he
you, I
cares
don't want
about
y'all
his brother.
comparing. I don't do anything like that because I wouldn't want anybody comparing mine at the dinner table.
You so silly. How you know they
Y'all
were
know how
intimate?
I am.
What we gonna
We
do?
don't even know.
Yes,
What
we
we
do.
gonna do with her, y'all?
It's 2020.
What we gonna do with her?
You're not gonna be comparing mine over the turkey. Okay? I don't
You
want-
had a one way, I
I'm
had
not dating-
another.
I'm not
The
dating-
color purple.
I'm not dating your best friend.
Look, now
I'm
can you
not
can you
doing
pass
that.
the peas, please?
Right.
And they looking long like, you know, she got them peas. No, I don't want to be in that situation. So
You're
it may
so
very
silly.
well be the
I
girl.
know I know how she like her peas.
And that right there will
With them
start
turkey
a family fight, okay? If I have to hear any of that, I'm
Sausage
getting
and turkey necks. Anna.
they won't even let me make my comment, but it's okay, y'all. This
But,
is I'm just saying, and that's all we're saying. Do not, if you can avoid it at all. I know sometimes things happen. If you can avoid it at all, try to stay away from close friends and brothers because it just is a messy situation, okay? So I hope that you guys enjoyed Tennille's Touchy Subjects today. I hope that you enjoyed our voter registration drive from the weekend. I hope you enjoyed the message that you need to participate in the political process, okay? Get registered to vote. Your time is not up if you have not done that. And that's my message to the youngsters out there. America, America, America.
Early voting.
Listen, go get it done. You know,
Y'all still comment. 'Cause
Vote or
I'm
die.
going to respond. Y'all
please
keep
comment.
commenting.
And also, I want you to remember to watch this debate tonight. I have a feeling on Thursday, they're going to give us so many
much.
things
Yeah,
to talk
I'm gonna watch
about.
it tonight.
I just cannot wait. Okay. So I know that I make light of a lot of things, but this is really serious. And I'm going to need y'all to see these lies. I can't wait till they do the fact check afterwards. I'm going to wait till all the dings, like this was a lie. I know that it's coming. I know that it's coming. So you have to be able to see through it. You need to do your own research.
That's
Hopefully on national TV tonight, you'll get some answers so that you can make the right choice when it comes. We got 36 days. I'll talk to y'all on Thursday at 8:30. You be there. I'm just saying with the Morning Edge.
See y'all Thursday.
Bye, y'all.